avoid collision. Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching. Gotta pay moms a visit, it's been a while. I've been working, she keep telling me she miss her child. I found cash ain't gonna come to us. When we was down, who gave a dime or gave a for us? So instead of making it hard, I made it fun easy. So when you need it, you just run to us. But it's a lot of pressure, I'm trying to stick and move.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. Here's Desmond King on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I ain't playing in a little minute. I said I ain't playing in a little minute.
Keep it skinny.
Oh no, I got the touch back. What about nothing?
Rivers now to throw on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
I'm about to score real quick. I'm broadcasting this too. I'm putting this on YouTube.
After the interception, here's Watson. Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Corey Legion able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Here's Watson now on second down. That's going to be caught. A very solid gain of 27. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. To return it now, here's King. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Got a second here to talk about the Chargers as they bring their offense back out, and specifically Phillip Rivers, Charles, fourth quarterback in history to start 200 consecutive games. The other three, Brett Favre and Eli and Peyton Manning, but he's playing at an MVP level, is he not?
He certainly is, and should be getting some attention for that. The tough part, Patrick Mahomes has kind of taken over that talk this year, but still, the way that he has the Chargers playing, the way he's delivering the football, spreading it around, he has his team in contention in the AFC West, definitely there for a playoff spot, and they can be so dangerous down the stretch. And remember, They're supposed to get defensive end Joey Bosa back for the stretch run. He's been out with a foot injury. He had 23 sacks in his first 2 years. He'll make Melvin Ingram that much better on the other side.
Run 80.
Rivers now on second down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. And it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This is Gordon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. So the Houston Texans get the football again here in just a second, and they're coming off another win. 6 straight wins, although last one was a little intriguing down the stretch. A collective exhale because Brandon McManus had
What do you call that? A collective what?
Exhale. Yeah, because McManus had a chance to win it for Denver but missed the field goal at the buzzer.
You did mention 6 straight wins for Houston now. First team since the 1970 New York Giants to run off 6 straight after an 0-3
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Run 80.
Following the interception here, Rivers going deep here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. After the penalty, it's Miller. And some room to roam now. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offense.
Star Wars, man. Late as hell.
Who, Mel?
Yeah. Got the dog wilding. Keep sleeping.
Let me know when you're ready, man.
Huh?
Let me know when you're ready.
You gotta start over with me, funny.
Alright, send it.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Money back. Money back. Exhibition. Do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Woo! Money back, money back, money back. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snaps. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the roof and attack. I hit this guy and the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. They be late, waist snatch. Back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina. Belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I said, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Woo! Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Yo, you got a good thing, niggas. Good thing, niggas to go home, bro.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Like 80.
First carry for James Conner, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamie Collins with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Jabril Peppers deep to receive, and that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
First down, Mayfield. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, 33 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Charles, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they have now won 4 in a row. 23-16 division win last week over Baltimore. And all of a sudden, they're really rolling, aren't they?
They certainly are. They look like the Steelers we expected to see at the beginning of the season. 4 straight now, winning 23-16 over Baltimore. Roethlisberger, 270 yards, 2 touchdowns. 7 different receivers with at least 2 receptions, so spreading it around really well. Even took the blow where people thought he might be hurt. Luckily, just had the wind knocked out of him, so he is playing really well. But how about their defense?
Playing with a lot more confidence. Since Week 5, the defense hasn't allowed more than 21 points in a game.
Yeah, and they look more like Blitzburg again, getting after people. And last but not least, Joe Flacco, the Baltimore quarterback, after beating Pittsburgh in Game 1 this year, said, hey, we could have put up big numbers in this ball game. Pittsburgh didn't forget. It's not bulletin board material anymore. It's laptop material, and that defense came after him.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. 3.5 to go, first quarter. Following the interception, Mayfield, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's got room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Mayfield on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Detroit!
Here's Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Shit too easy, man.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 7. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. The Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland Browns, Charles, it's been an interesting season for them. There was optimism early, couple of wins, a lot of near wins, but a lot of that optimism has really faded, and those competitive games early in the year, they're now just losses.
And that's exactly where people were headed with their optimism. Hey, this is going to pay dividends later. Go back to the season opener against Pittsburgh. 21-21 tie, yet everyone felt great coming out of that, thinking, hey, down the road, that'll turn into wins, and you're exactly right. They have not seen that. Head coach Hugh Jackson was fired after their loss in Week 8. He had gone 3-36-1 in his tenure, and they still have some really tough road games coming up in the second half of the year. In the division at Cincinnati, Houston leading the AFC South at the midway point, at Denver and at Baltimore. That's not easy.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making... They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Switzer now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. For James Conner, he was the AFC Player of the Month last month, and he followed that up by just running wild, Charles, on the Ravens. 163 total yards, including 107 rushing.
Yeah, and added a touchdown. And guess what? He wants that Player of the Month for this month as well, doesn't he? Because of the way he started out. But how about this for the season? First player in league history to produce 4 games of 100-plus rushing yards, 50-plus receiving yards, and a touchdown. And the first to do it in a single season, on pace for 2,170 yards over 16 games, just short of Le'Veon Bell's best performance of 2,215 yards in 2014.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court.
And how about this, a fake? And he fends him off. But he will not make the 1st down marker. And that'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop.
Detroit! Detroit!
On on 1st and 10, Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after...
Give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Detroit! Detroit!
2nd down, Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Steelers' offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight.
He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over. Gun.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I'm going to switch gears, Charles, and get your favorite play of the year so far. Look, I know we don't have a Minnesota miracle like we saw at the end of last season, but what's been the one that's caught your attention the most?
Well, wouldn't Linval Joseph picking up a fumble against Philadelphia and bringing it all the way back count as a Minnesota miracle?
That would, the earth shaker.
That's a lot of man carrying the football, and he got all the way to the end zone. Oxygen. What a great play there. How about Graham Gano finishing off the New York Giants with a 63-yard field goal at the buzzer for Carolina? That was spectacular. I thought the triple reverse by Carolina against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was something that Curtis Samuel, how far did he run? 160 yards or so in order to make that play work? Ends up as a touchdown. And just because we have to say Patrick Mahomes, it's a left-handed pass he threw earlier this year.
Oh, yeah, against Denver. And that's just kind of a microcosm of the season that he's had. He's been so magical to watch.
Just had to say Patrick Mahomes. Had to get something in for him because exactly what she said.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Detroit!
Now Mayfield. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Mayfield to throw it. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Fourth down, Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns continue to roll. On, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown. As time expires in the first half. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And it's no... As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Good.
On the return, Jabril Peppers.
Well, now, hi, self, buddy.
A pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
What?
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Yeah. When I sit up with randoms, it don't matter.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys.
Talk to them
Be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see
pressure too much here. He's going down. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Mayfield.
Like that.
And he's going to go down again.
You hurt.
Now that's the way to start the second half.
Back-to-back
sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was,
she asking all these crazy-ass questions. Like, what's good?
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Yeah, them little niggas know what time it is. It's school time. I was wondering why the little niggas still was in the game. They know they got school tomorrow. What are you talking about? You heard?
Mayfield off the play.
Oh, bro, this is cat out here, boss.
Drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back
trash in that too.
Sacks, and it's 4th down.
Well, I can't even hear you, boss.
I'm up 33-6.
That nigga Fuddie Mike done up.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Boy, a real head scratcher there.
No.
How about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line.
You probably got to turn your shit up. The volume button by your mic.
I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position.
Yeah, done up,
the other
boss.
way. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set them up with golden field position.
My niggas said, please don't talk to me.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive.
Boy, thought he was at work.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty
got no
cagey
clout
too,
at your
right?
job.
Those sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
You're
Big Ben gonna take it himself. And he's in. Touchdown.
You got no clout at your job.
Ben Roethlisberger, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Cause the white niggas don't be listening to you.
Just a bit.
Yeah, nigga.
Well, Mike Tomlin says, let's go
Why do you
ahead
think
and
this
go
shit a
for
game? Sleeping on the white niggas. Nigga, buddy burnt out.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw.
Yeah, Giants, yeah, easy style.
So they tack on a pair
Giants,
to
duh.
narrow that deficit a bit further. Boswell
I can't even hear you, boss.
I said I know the Falcons didn't win.
Who ain't winning?
To return, it's Peppers.
Crazy. Falcons gonna win Sunday.
He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Easy win.
Now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Who asked?
And last time this unit was out here, cost
Have we
turnover,
asked?
and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat
Nobody in the NFL can call Falcons ass, boss.
Complimentary football. Offense take care of the defense. Defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen.
Browns done up.
Possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help the team.
Browns not even going away though.
And recover. A nice run.
Them niggas like 2-7.
And it'll be second down.
Nah, they was wild. Nah, they was playing good. I ain't even gonna sit up here and lie to you. They was playing this good, boss. They beat was just wild yesterday.
That's complete over the middle.
I ain't even gonna sit up here and hold you. I'll give them niggas that. I can't even deny that. They was playing good.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Sorry, though. That's why. Look. That's why. Look. That's why it's week 17, bud. A whole lot of football left. Know that.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective,
know that, nigga.
Plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right?
Browns done up, and New England done up.
That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out
Niggas,
there?
niggas thought Tennessee defense was trash, right? Crazy as sad. Nigga, New England had 10 points.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Yeah, niggas, see, bud, niggas don't be paying attention to shit like that, nigga. To not Tom Brady scoring 10 points like that.
Two more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for
Straight, what that tells you, boss? Straight locking, nigga. We gonna blitz you, nigga.
You just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're
big
doing.
ass Tennessee linebackers. Them niggas just coming yesterday.
Is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Yeah, Cowboys know about them niggas.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it.
Scared, nigga.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, Charles, the trade deadline obviously is now passed. So you look back at the number of guys that went different places. Which trade caught your eye the most?
Well, there are a few of them, and they all had one thing in common as far as I could tell. They're all made with the idea of that team winning big this year. Ha-ha Clinton-Dix from Green Bay to Washington. Washington in first place at the time when they make the trade. They're thinking about winning their division and advancing in the playoffs, getting more help in the secondary. How about Golden Tate going from Detroit to Philadelphia? The Eagles trying to defend their Super Bowl championship, adding a receiver for Carson Wentz. Eli Apple from the Giants to New Orleans. They're thinking about not just defending the NFC South, but maybe having to play the LA Rams again in the playoffs with another corner. And Amari Cooper going from Oakland to Dallas because Dallas believes if they have a threat out wide, it'll open things up.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Third and long for Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And an alley to run. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. Now, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, there we go. So what?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You can't beat me, man. I'm gonna waste my time beating you, man.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Watch it now, Barney.
On third down, Mayfield. Going back to Landry. This time he's got it. Complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
He wants his route.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Mayfield now. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
To throw, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns are pouring it on.
Jeez, man. Need some more practice.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Need some more practice, man.
Here's a toss coming right. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds a number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. Ben to throw again. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy
under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we said want to accomplish offensively. I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Leopard! Over!
Now Mayfield on fourth down. And it is incomplete. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports.
I'm going to move everybody else out the way. One-on-one coverage. Oh.
And the Steelers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is third and 10.
Hold on.
Hey. Snickers, you got to spin.
Hold on.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Yeah, I'm sticking. Alright.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jamie Collins in there to get him his second sack now in the afternoon.
Hold on. All right, go ahead.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on fourth down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
And they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on third down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a fourth on second and goal. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive. But on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And this is complete on the comebacker. It's Landry. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Mayfield on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Jesus.
This will be taken short. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Crazy.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Peppers on him now.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Streets, man. Huh? Yo.
You hear me, Frank?
Yeah, you can hear me?
You ain't never seen it before.
And if the late touchdown
Your name
wasn't
don't
bad
pop
enough,
up, you
now
gotta
they're going to
send
go
it.
for two.
gotta
So
send that, right?
sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And that'll be incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.
Paid just to show face.